All right, welcome everybody, and thank you for tuning into this interview that it's an interview series at Friends of Ballsbridge and Little Lakes, which is the citizens group, incorporated citizens group that is representing the Ballsbridge Little Lakes area, which is under threat from a proposed aggregate mine, which is proposed to be below the water table in the Little Lakes Road area that we as a citizens group are trying to stop. For many reasons. If you want background on this information, on this whole issue, please make sure that you're following our Facebook page. You can join our email list and join our private members group as well on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, make sure you let us know and we'll make sure you get our newsletters and updates. And we are interviewing new candidates in the ACW region for the upcoming election happening. You have until October 24th to vote, so make sure you get out there and vote. So today I have with me Mr. Evan Hickey, and he's going to share a little bit about himself and why he's running, and we'll also get into his sentiments on what is actually happening in the area with respect to this proposed pit. So Evan, tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe let everybody know what it is that you stand for and why you're running for council.
Well, thank you. I'm a third generation farmer on Nile Road. I cash crop in veal farm alongside my parents. I got 4 kids and a wife with me that help on the farm. If I'm not on the farm, I drive milk truck full time, and I'm going farm to farm, door to door, taking milk to the dairies, as well as hauling for a few cash croppers in the area. My family history, I've been here, as I said, the third generation, and my grandfather was actually a councillor of the West Walnash township back in the 70s and 80s. So I guess politics kind of is in my blood, and I've always just followed it. And something that brought me to the forefront now of it all is the ward system. There was a appeal that went through the Ontario Tribunal 2 years ago, and I was part of the core group of the township that was fighting the township against the dissolve of the ward system.
Awesome. Very cool. So just in terms of the specific issue that's on everybody's mind with regards to our supporters, Friends of Ballsbridge and Little Lakes, can you give us a little bit about your feelings on what is actually happening in this area and, you know, how you see this current issue just from your own research and looking at it from your perspective?
Ballsbridge, I'm not part of your group, but we do spend a lot of time there. My wife and 4 kids are kayakers. I'm not involved with the sport much. I'm more the guy that drops them off in Auburn and picks them up at Ballsbridge. I'm the driver of the group, but I do experience the Ballsbridge area quite a bit with them. I don't agree with the gravel pits going in, and I think it kind of expands in the township with the gravel pits and all the housing development going on. I think it kind of groups in the same ball in the township, that the township is focusing on income from taxes, income from future development, and they're not worried about the people that are here or the environment that's here.
Okay, and just in terms of you know, gravel in general and ACW, where do you see the future of that for the township?
I understand it's here. I understand people in the area need it. People in the province need it. And we have an area that has gravel in it. But from the readings I've had, I believe there's gravel pits for about 20 years worth of usage already approved. And I think we have to hold off a bit and see where the development takes us, see where the gravel goes. And for as far as Ballsbridge and the water table, for a situation like that, it's just not right. Okay.
And I guess when it comes to, you had mentioned about, you know, you've given us your feelings on the whole thing. And what do you think would be sort of the first thing that you would do when this issue would present itself, or would you bring this issue forward when and if you become a councillor? Like what would you actually do as sort of a first measure? Do you have any ideas around that?
I've already seen the perspective from the Ballsbridge group on the status of it right now. If elected, I would follow up on the township's view right now. The comments we seem to be getting from the current councillors is no comment. That was the comment at the meeting in Dungannon the other night, was no comment all across the current council members. And reading on, especially the group down by Kitchener-Waterloo area and Wilmot, they seem to have the support regardless of what the lawyers are saying. The councillors are not afraid to stand up and speak with the community members. And if elected, I have no issue to bring it up to council, to bring it up at the table, and to stand beside you.
Wonderful. Well, I'm not going to comment on my opinion on all of this because it's your chance to talk. So I'll just ask you one parting question. Or actually, like, why, other than this particular issue, is there anything else that, a reason why somebody might want to vote for you?
Just my community. I'm here. I'm from here. I got fourth generation coming up the line, and in the future here. So I'm from the community, and I'm more of a back to basics kind of guy. Keep the taxes low, keep the services high. We have issues with roads in the winter, roads in the summer, garbage pickup, just the common sense stuff. Too much, I think too much is being discussed right now about development, and the township, current council of the township is concerned too much about the income, the potential income that could come in from it. And I think we have to take care of who's here first.
Wonderful. Well, Evan, we certainly appreciate you allowing us to interview you, record you, and share your thoughts and sentiments about all of this with our supporters. And we want to support you and endorse you. And so if you're out there and you're watching this, please make sure that you A, get out and vote, and B, make sure you know who you're voting for and what they stand for. I think a lot of times people just see the names that are familiar on the billboards or on the voter card, and they don't think about who they're actually voting for. I think it's very important that if you want your concerns and issues to be heard, that you look at who's actually running and what they stand for. So people like Evan, we are definitely backing and supporting, and we encourage you to do the same. So thank you again, Evan, for being on with us today. I look forward to talking with you in person and actually meeting you in person and working together in the future.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the time you've had for me, and everybody get out and vote.
Wonderful. Thank you.